I am suffering from something that is very common with mothers and caregivers, parents of all walks of life in the US. I'm suffering from time fragmentation, meaning as soon as I tend to get like something done, 20-30 minutes later, I'm needed for my baby, right? And that's just a season of life that I happen to be in. And because that is a season of life that I'm in, and maybe you're experiencing something similar, I have to know that I might not be able to get my entire prospecting routine completed within a 90-minute chunk of time. Now, this means I've actually broken down my prospecting routine into like a couple of steps that I'm kind of spreading out throughout the entire morning. So no longer in 2023 am I probably going to be able to get the entire 90 minutes to 2 hours done in one sitting like I like to. I just know that at least for the next 6 months or so, it's gonna look a little bit different, and I'm going to give myself grace to be able to pivot a little bit with that flexing schedule, because that's the period of life that I'm in. Now, the rest of what I'm doing during the time that I have to prospect is going to be pretty much the same. Let's run through it together. The first thing that I'm doing is I am opening up my workspace to begin my prospecting for my attraction-based business, is focusing on hot leads. Now, side note, if you need some more hot leads in your business, hit the like button. We could all use a little bit more hot leads in our business, right? So we'll send some of those to you. Anyways, you want to start with your hot leads, the newest, most exciting opportunities that you might have. So this might look like new leads that are coming in through your website and inquiring, new booked strategy calls that you're getting from social media, new referrals coming into your inbox or in your text. This is basically when you are getting those new leads kind of figured out, okay? You're going to be trying to set appointments with them, setting up follow-up, getting a disposition, that sort of thing. Now, you might only have like 1 or 2 or none on a given day. So once you're done with your hot lead management, you're then going to go into your daily call lists immediately thereafter. For me, this looks like my ABC database calls and anybody else who I had on my list to call that day. Now, again, I'm going to mostly focus on high opportunity calls here. So current leads, current clients, people who are referring me, that sort of thing. This is also then going to lead into any follow-up that I have as well. So if I have leads that I have some long-term nurture or follow-up that are kind of on my list in my CRM to reach out to that day, that's when I'm going to get those done as well. So that first like 60 minutes of time is really all about making sure you're taking care of new people coming into the business, and then making sure to move everybody else who you've already touched base with down that pipeline until they get closer to the closing table. Then what I'm doing is getting into social media work. Now, in an attraction-based business, a lot of what you're doing on social media, as long as you're not like mindlessly scrolling for hours, is going to be considered prospecting if you're doing it right. So what I'm doing on social media is beginning with my engagement on social media. Because on social media, I am trying to nurture my database relationships and meet new people to ultimately bring into my database. That engagement is really important, and it's something that I'm doing every single day as a part of my prospecting routine. Ultimately, this looks like engaging with people in my feed, engaging with people in the stories, and really just trying to start conversations. And if I can start like 5 to 10 conversations on Instagram, for example, in one sitting, then I know that I'm going to be doing the right amount of engagement that should ultimately lead to me booking 1 new appointment a week for a prospective client. Once I'm done with my engagement, if I did have a post that I wanted to make on social media, that is the time that I'm going to do it. So again, to recap, we're doing hot leads and contact management first, and then our social media engagement. And then with any time we have left over, we're going to make our social media posts for that day. So I'm only posting maybe 1 to 3 times a week on Instagram at this point. That is when I'm doing it right after that first 60 minutes of time or so of my prospecting in the morning. Thank you so much for watching this quick win series here on our YouTube channel. Of course, any resources or additional videos mentioned during this quick win are linked below in the caption, so check that out. And if you have not yet, be sure to hit subscribe to this channel and hit that bell notification icon to be notified every time we're dropping other quick wins just like this.